Hello everybody, welcome back to our Pure Angels playthrough. In our last episode we got going with a bunch of crushed stone and that's all running. We got our tier 2 buildings fixed, lots of little factory improvements, and our next quest is to put a liquid depot on our train line here. I think I am going to make it a separate chunk. We'll keep the solids over here and maybe we'll do liquids up here. Or I could do them maybe over here, but then I run out of room on solids, so I'll probably put them up here. And I need what do I need? Basically, I want to just copy this. Oh gosh, we have so much random crap from our power outages, and I want to set up a similar system. So I guess first step is to bring the coal up. And across our rails. Oh no. Okay, that does work. All right. So there's coal. And then we're going to need a junction. Now, I haven't made a T junction yet. Or sorry, a plus junction. Part of me wants to turn this into a plus. Part of me wants to just make another T junction right here. But then there's not enough space for a train in between them, so the signaling gets kind of weird because you need chains like between the two. So maybe I just will change this. The other interesting thing is I don't actually need trains to be able to go straight here. So that's, I think, kind of interesting. Unfortunately, we are going to have to deconstruct the signals at least. So let's do that. U2. Deconstruct. I do need to say pause. No one come through here for a minute, or we'll have some issues. Okay, we don't need to be able to go straight. Trains should never be going from the solids depot to the liquids depot or vice versa. So then trains will be here, and then they're going to need to be able to turn this way. Oh gosh, that's interesting. Whoa. Do I like that? Do I hate that? I'm not sure yet. It looks cool. It's probably not massively efficient because I can't fit a lot of chain signals in between. So that's not a great idea at the end of the day. Keep that one the way it was. I guess we'll just start the turn a little earlier, like over here. And then this one can branch off whenever. Do I even need it to be able to go that direction? Maybe. Maybe. And then no, that's the wrong way. Don't do that. Nothing should go that direction. We want to go this direction. And then this one is just a nice little right turn. Okay, this is a mess. It's not symmetrical. I don't really care. Signaling wise, I will just start everything with chains at the front of the split. And then chains. Oh, I can't put one there? Really? That's annoying. I'll put it there then. And then there. And then we'll put the regular signal on the front end. It'll go away. Regular signal. That one should have a signal. That has a signal. So I think we're good to at least reconnect this. Although I have to be very careful walking over the rails. Mind the gap. I'll try to stand in a safe position to do the rest of the signaling. Okay, so now I need a chain here and here, here and here. Oh, that's so scary. I knew I was safe, but man, did that give me... why can't I put one anywhere on here? That's weird. It's actually really weird. I think that's good enough. I guess I could split it slightly more. This one's weirding me out. I don't understand why that one doesn't fit there. That one doesn't really help me with anything, does it? I guess that could help slightly. I don't know. It won't hurt anything. Well, if we have issues, we'll check it out later. Most of the congestion is going to be turning this way in and this way out. And thankfully, those won't get in each other's way turning in, so that's good. Okay, so copying from there, we need to be cleaner than this, so we shall. Let's termite some trees away first. Nom 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 nom. Delicious. Delicious trees. Gone in mere seconds. Alright, that feels good. Okay, so what we want is for trains to kind of come out of the gate and then leave, essentially. So this is going to be our front kind of exit way, and trains are going to turn into the exit way from there. So this is going to be where they sit, waiting, and then there will be an entrance way behind them. So this is where we copy kind of this system, at least. Rotate it, and then that's what goes here. Yeah, that should work. We will have to manipulate this top part a bit. But yeah, the signal fits, the stations fit. I do need to copy in the LTN Combinator. I didn't get that. Oh, it's underneath. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Got it. And those are saying depot, and they all need to be set to on. When they auto build, I have it set to them being off because that can create issues. If they auto build being already on, especially if they're requester chest, it can really make a mess. So those are off by default. But that also then means I forget to turn them on. So that happens pretty frequently. And then this one, I think I can, yeah, deconstruct one. Okay. And they all go to there, and then this comes back. Hold on, I did something very, very wrong. Yes, I certainly did. This goes further to here. It crosses over itself? Ugh, I don't love that. Should I change it? Is it gonna matter all that much? Not right now, it's not. I can rebuild it someday if I ever have that many trains. I don't believe I will. We are going to put a chain up here so it won't proceed until it knows which one it's going into and it's clear. And then there's chains there because those need to know that they have a free spot. Oh, you know what this does mean though? Yikes. This is kind of bad. It's like actually very bad. Gosh. How much, what would I need to change this? I guess I would need to have this go to the right. Oh no. We've really got problems now. Please don't come into this depot, good sir. This is not a real depot yet. Copy and flip. Does that work? I think it does, actually. Something might break, but it's probably easier to fix it than try to figure all this out. Good idea, Peps. I kind of didn't think about that for some stupid reason. And then I guess I need to see how much space we need on the left end here. Okay, so that should do it. In fact, does that do it? Oh, I don't want to screw it up. I think I'll just be safe. Okay, so that'll work. Just kidding on you guys. You are removed. We don't like you anymore. Go away, go away, go away. Okay. Yada, yada, yada. Goodbye. We hardly knew ye. And then this can drive in there. These are on the wrong side, to be expected. What the heck? Oh gosh. The other signals are wrong, so now it's extra confused. I need to remove these ones too. That one should be right though. Oh, and this one. This is on the wrong side. That's what was confusing it. There we go. Okay. So the station needs space for 3 trains, so that's the perfect spacing right there. And then these can all be on again. This time they're not able to drive in. Chain signal at the front of each one. Those won't exit until... Is there a reason I need a chain signal here? Can these just be regular signals? Do I care if this purple block has a train in it? I don't think so. That should be fine. A train can wait here. And then we can even fit another one, potentially. Yeah, I can do that. And so we can fit a whole train in this teal block, and then another train will be in the yellow block. I think that's totally fine. I want to say I had a thought for why I had done chain signals originally. I cannot remember what that thought was, so we will ignore it until we see otherwise. Okay, so then I need to change these to liquids depot. We have solids depot and liquids depot. So those are all liquids depot. And then, now I forget how the LTN knows if it's a liquids depot or not. I feel like it knows, but I can't remember how. These are so cool looking. I really like these. Yeah, I think maybe once you send a train there for the first time that has liquid wagons, it knows. It somehow, you know, figures it out. Why am I walking down here? Maybe for fuel. No, I have fuel. I have no idea why I'm down here. Yep, we're gonna leave. I do need this. I'm gonna set this up. Because we want the inserters to be powered by a self-sustaining system. So that way we don't end up having extra nonsense left over. So that all needs to be there. Throw a couple coal into that. Yes, Banana Archcraft Redeem. What does it say what the cooldown is? It should be almost done. I thought the cooldown was just an hour, right? Maybe I set that up wrong. I'll fix it if it's not right. Okay, so then we need... Oh, it can read the wagon type. That makes sense. These are the fueling dudes. So you will reverse, 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 reverse. Okay. So that's set up. We do need to connect power down through... Okay. And then these are the unloaders that have a stack size of 1, so they actually unload more slowly, which is what you want. In case multiple trains are there. And then we'll just put another big-ish warehouse here. That will fill up if something goes insanely wrong. Oh. Oh my gosh. I'm dumb. These are liquids. or fluids, I should say. So these are not going to work. And the other problem is pumps are a bit longer. So, ooh, this is where I hit the crossroads. Do I care enough about unloading potential issues that I will make the design wider? That is the current question. Also, where are pumps? Are they here? Yeah. I think the answer is yes. I have to. Oh, but I'm gonna need like. No, there's no way to do this. Unless I catch every single instance of this happening, there's no way to do this because fluids can't mix in a storage container. So there's really no easy way. Well, first of all, I can delete this. This was definitely unnecessary. But now I'm trying to think, is there... Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. I need 3 spaces for this. Which means 4, actually. So, like, all that gets moved over 1 square. And then that gets moved over. And that gets moved over. I probably screwed that up. In fact, I'll just have 2 for now. We'll fix the rest. So then I can have pumps. But I'm going to need like a mixture of clarifiers and flare stacks for each one separately. Because otherwise, all sorts of bad things can happen. So that should not exist. Okay. We will get there eventually, folks, I promise. Depots are hard work. I do need the coal, but I'll think about that in a second. So, power will come up here. And then we will pump out some stuff. And then I can attach these to each other, kind of like that. And maybe what I'll do is I'll just put a oil tank, because these can hold 40,000. So an oil tank should be able to hold 1 full train. And I'll just have, each one will have its own oil tank, essentially, is my plan. And that can actually fit right here in between the trains. So that's nice. So this should actually go to the left. I want it to be pumped in, though. So I think I actually want something like this. That works. Yeah, that works. Okay, I like that. And so then that's what will unload. I guess these could be closer. They don't need to be as far away. Slightly faster pumping speeds that way. And that should do it. So then that will mean if something goes wrong, we will have a backup. And then the fuel will still get loaded from here. I guess we'll need maybe on the other side, then they connect nicely. Okay. That looks good. Liquids depot. Fuel is coming in. Unloading of potential liquids out. We've got both wagons covered. We've got a signal on the way in. These are all broken. And now I think we can throw a couple coal in there. Tell him to go to Liquids Depot. Give him the old slap on the rear. Oh, no. Well, that's not good. You forgot something. Good sir. Excuse me. Yeah, not that it was its fault. That was on me. Okay, so I think that works. And set that to automatic. What's going on here? Doesn't that normally show some sort of signal? Oh, how about on? Is it only because we have liquid wagons? It must be because we have liquid wagons, because I don't feel like those signals show up on the regular ones. Yeah, there's no signals coming out of these. So, must be a liquid thing. Oh, it's a train stop, maybe, is showing that. Wait. Oh, that just shows up if there's a train there. I don't know how I never noticed that. Where's the train stop input then? Is this one broken? That one might be broken. Hold on. Yeah, I do not... Oh, these are totally... They both were broken. Somehow the little lamp was on top of the output. That must have been some sort of copy-pasting issue. So that's actually what we want here. And I will have to reverse you. You're still called Liquids Depot. The depot of liquids. And then you need to be slightly reversed. I'll just throw you... Oh, no, it actually figured itself out. Never mind. Okay. And then... I believe that's all good. Okay. Hook this up. Actually hook it up. You go to Liquids, Depot, Automatic. And there we go. So we've got fluid wagons. Oh, I should call these Fluids Depot. The number of times. Okay. Fluids Depot. Solids and fluids. They're not all liquid. Some of them are gases. Fluids Depot. Beautiful. Okay. That should be... Yeah, that's good to go. And then... That's not... correct. It should pop up with another thingy. Did I forget to turn... Oh, that needs to be on. That's the problem. There we go. Whew, that was a doozy for someone who's done as much LTN as I have. That should not have taken that long. I'm definitely going to blueprint these for my Addons gameplay. I'm going to use the same depot type situation. But I think we're ready to go. So now that's actually already connected, and then this can be connected just fine. And I guess I should make a couple more blocks out of this. Perfect. Hey, thanks for the follow, Dorian. Welcome on in as a new viewer. How many hours do I have? That's a good question. We are at 2 days, 13 hours, which is, what, 61 hours? And I am just now planning on putting resin on a train. And the amount of resin I need is 30, at least. The other places that resin goes is blue boards, yellow boards. Hey, Coniferous. I have no idea what that means, but good to see you, as always. I don't speak French. The resin really only goes in circuit boards, so I'm not going to need total gobs of it. But I am going to need slightly more, and these motor casings go in to make molds. And that gets us all the different types of motors. So, you asked how everyone was. Cool. Well, I'm doing well. I think I am going to make a lot more than 30 resin, though. So, resin, liquid. We're going to kind of need to do the same thing, but I want to make a new block for it. It's mixing the bio-resin and then some solids from having wood. I want to say wood is pretty useless outside of resin. Let's double check. We need it for gray boards. Oh, we can make cellulose fiber out of it. Maybe we should do that. I feel like it might be a little wasteful to turn it into resin. Because I could get 4 cellulose fiber or 1/5 of a resin. That's, like, not very much. And then it actually cost me materials to liquefy that. So that's actually a bit annoying to liquefy the resin. Maybe that's not even worth it. So I might just byproduct my cellulose fiber. Let's find out. Can I get rid of cellulose fiber? I can turn it into methanol. That's nice. Oh, I need ethanol. Crap. I can also just compost it. So yeah, there's a lot of ways to get rid of this stuff. So I will byproduct it. That's what I'll do with the wood. Therefore, this is not the recipe you're looking for. These are not the droids. I could burn it, but the problem is you would need something that burns constantly, even if you have full power. So that's not always a consistent way to burn things. And I don't think we have another... We don't have burners where things just burn, I don't think. Unless it exists and I don't know about it. Okay, so bioresin, unfortunately, we only have that one way to do it. I want to say there's a different way later. How close are we to fertilizer? That could help. Fertilizer gets you quite a bit more bioresin per craft. Bioresin to, where is that this one? Huh. Oh, it also has this temperate tree thing. You can make new temperate trees, but pretty slowly. I don't think you would ever use this except to get rid of some extra temperate trees, because this is so slow. You would just use the other recipe. But that way you can repeat more temperate tree seed generators. All that to say, this is not the recipe we're looking for, is it? Is it this one? Oh yeah, that's forever away. Blue science. Okay, we don't have that. Yes, pure angels, no bobs. We do have bobs adjustable inserters so that we can do the angles and stuff, but that's it. And they're still the angels inserters. You know, they're not the bobs inserters in particular. They kind of are, but they aren't. It's very complicated to explain, but in essence, this is angels and angels only. Yes. I explain. Oh my gosh, 90? Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Oh no. This is maybe too ambitious. 90 arboretums? Are you kidding me? Oh, I don't want to do 90. And it's going to be more than 90, right? Because of the whole loop thing that we have to do. Oh, crap. Wait a second. Do these require the... Hold on. Yeah, I literally don't even have enough temperate trees for this. And the only way to get more... We can... Hold on. Where'd the temperate tree one go? Where are you? We can research this. I will need alienated fertilizer, and I will need the alien plant life sample loop, which requires alien goo, which requires alien bacteria, which does ideally use mushed potatoes to get alien spores and calcium. Oh my gosh, I don't have any of that. I need plastic for the petri dishes. Actually, wait, no, I don't need that part. I don't think. So that's not happening. Not gonna do it. So then did I just kind of luck out down here? What happened exactly? Did I just have 3 temperate trees, I guess? Okay. Yeah, I guess so. So I don't love this in terms of balancing. That the only way to get more resin is to go manually find more temperate trees in your world. And you can't... Yeah, think of all the negative pollution. That's a good point. That's a good number. But I literally don't have a way to make more resin unless I'm totally missing something. I guess maybe. Oh gosh, never mind. We do. I'm being a complainer technically, because the way to get more resin is from wood. There's no way to get more bioresin at this stage because of the temperate tree seeds needed. So that is a limiting factor. How many temperate tree seeds can I get? It's super annoying. However, we can make more resin from wood. That's not the recipe. Where is it? Wait, why is it not showing up? Oh, I'm on the wrong. Sometimes I don't know why it's on the one it's on. I always have the wrong habit with that. Oh, I could also look into this. Am I close to the urea and formaldehyde? I kind of forgot this was a thing. So ammonia and carbon dioxide. Well, first of all, let's check. Liquid resin. How close are we? Okay. We can literally research it right now. So then ammonia and CO2. CO2 is easy. Ammonia is a red metal catalyst, which requires hydrogen and nitrogen, which isn't too bad. We know how to get those things. Hydrogen can come from purified water, electrolysis pretty easily. And then the formaldehyde is green metal and methanol. Green metal is, oh crap, there it is. Aluminum and silver, that's the problem. So just for kicks, what number would this be? 0.12 aluminum ore a second. Very tiny amount of aluminum and silver, but unfortunately it does require aluminum and silver, so I would have to make the chunks of ore. So I have to hydro refine the ore, do some basic sorting to provide this. But that is an option. I don't love that option, but you can see how few buildings this is. This is like 10 chemical plants, and that's it. So, yeah, nice banana. It worked. I assume you don't want me to write test somewhere on the map for your name redemption. Gosh, I hate this. So then the only other way, I may just cheat some temperate seeds into the world, I'm going to be honest. Because the only other way, which I haven't tried yet, is the one that turns wood into solid resin, and then we do... Yeah, so we have this backwards. Where's the... Where is it? Is it not showing? It's not showing up. I'm not crazy, right? Oh, no, there it is. I am crazy. Okay. This one. So then the other option is get the solid resin from wood, and we get the wood from trees, and we get the trees from a recipe that doesn't require temperate tree seed generators, which is this one. And then we look at the fact that that would require us to use 205 arboretums. Yikes. We're not going to do that. I was already not happy with the 90. Oh my gosh. So I am probably going to complain to someone on the Angels Discord about this. This is not really a great way to set it up. I don't want to go hunting for temperate tree seeds. If I wanted to spend 5 hours going to all these little dots, I forget which ones are trees. Those are puffers, the blue ones. So I could literally just go around, find the blue dots that are temperate trees, go collect them all. I could spend a couple hours doing that and get the... I don't know if it would take a couple hours, but probably at least 1 hour. So I think I'm just going to cheat him in because I don't want to do all that. And I definitely could. It is just tedious. There's nothing particularly special about it. I just showed you guys exactly how I would go about it. You can tell that it does not require skill. I could just build some more radars, go around until I find blue dots that are temperate trees, which aren't over here apparently. And that would be very annoying. So I'm not going to do that exactly. That's not enthralling gameplay. And unfortunately, though I do like, there is a way to reproduce temperate trees. It's not really available at this stage. I mean, I would have to do a absurd amount of things that aren't done to be able to reproduce them. And I don't feel like that's a good progression, like, because you need resin for green circuits already, and not being able to ramp up resin production until you do all of this other stuff that we were looking at for the alien goo is maybe not a great idea, because we would need fertilizer, first of all. We would also need calcium carbonate, and then we'd also need hydrochloric acid. And then we either need mushroom potatoes, which are hard to get, or we would need to do the fish water, and that's a mess. So I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to do the temperate tree seed thing. So there we go. Sorry if you don't like the Helmod planning. It is what it is. So then soil, we're going to need a bunch of... When do I get the other soil recipe? I want to say it was tech locked, right? Soil... No, it's right here. We can just do it. Cool. Oh, that's new. Biologically active tile. Enhances the pollution absorption of the ground. That's kind of cool. And then, yeah, the fertilizer is compost and urea, and we just looked at how to make urea. It's not too bad. It was the right? Formaldehyde was the one that required the green? Yeah. So urea only requires red metal catalysts, which are cheap. It's like copper and iron ore for the red metal catalysts. I already have that. Soil is going to be that one now, which is much better. 60. Holy crap. Yikes. At least the sand is easier to get now with washing plants. And the compost. Whew, we will have to figure out where to get the compost from, too. I'm not entirely certain. Now that we're making a ton of it, we do want to think about efficient compost. So we'll have to look at our different options here. I think I've been doing it from Tyanaton, but there are other options too. Like, is Wheaton better than Tyanaton? You know, we should look at a couple of those options. Pretty sure cellulose fiber is not better, and I don't think wood is better, but it could be. It could be. I don't know. I honestly just don't know. We also get some extra trees from this, so we do need the matrix solver thing, because this does make wood. But never mind, sorry. We decided we were going to use that as a byproduct, actually. So that needs to be in its own block here. That'll be ingredient input, linked. And then that wood is going to get turned into... Just make sure I know all my options. Well, I could make 21 compost, which is almost the amount that I need. Interesting. That's a lot of wood. How difficult would 21 compost be from something like Wheaton, for example? Wow. Not great, actually. So wood is a reasonable source of compost. I wouldn't have guessed that. But these trees provide a lot of... Well, we are making 3 a second, which is just from 90 arboretums. Anyway, that means we only need a tiny bit of additional compost, which is good. And then we'll set up the corn thing again for ethanol. And then mud water, I already know how to do that. Hey, Centered, how's it going? You're welcome for doing this mod. I don't know how long we're going to last, but we're still having fun. I would love to get to the oil side of things, which we still haven't gotten there. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, that's for the compost. Okay, good. We will control or shift click this so it's not providing. The other option is you can control click this, which says only this, whereas shift click this says not this. And so you kind of have your choice. Do you say only one thing, or do you say not this thing? Which then means all the other things. In the case of 2 ingredients, it doesn't matter which one you do. 480. Oh gosh, now we have choices. Fruits or corn. Oh no, we have to look at the difference. So fruits, I don't have any ways to make fruit currently. Probably the way we would go about doing that would be either quinoa or Zello squash. It's like quinoa instead of quinoa. It's kind of funny. 19 versus 16. Let's look at kind of what that might require. So the Zello squash route would be a ton of desert environment farms. The quinoa route would be slightly less temperate environment farms. And soil versus sand, that's all pretty crappy. I don't think I want to do that. I think the corn is the way to go. But I did want to look at fruits. So corn, we currently get from Wheaton. There is another one, Prima-Dedalion. Prima-Dedalion. Wow, it's like prima donna plus dandelion? Delion? Prima Delion? I don't know. Anyway, the other, where does Prima Delion come from? Prima doesn't show up. Did I spell it wrong? Oh, Premedelion. Primididelion? That's really hard to say. Oh my gosh. And Banana, I will get your name in concrete pretty soon here. But this is Red Science, so I could do it already. So I will look into this one as well. I'm going to need to find some more plant life samples, but that's easy enough. So, option of whatever, however you pronounce that. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, this game. I'm not going to do 60. We're going to bump this down to 30. That's Prime Dedalion? Prime Dedalion? Prime Dedelion? I don't know. The seeds come back, so we're going to have to matrix solver this. I'm just going to manually say that's like, what, 107? That's the wrong thing to say, 107. It's this one. 112. Yeah, close enough. Lion like rar. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Prima-Dedalion. Lion? 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 Prima-Dedalion? Anyway, it's way too many syllables for me. Okay, so this route has us doing 50 farms. And the other route for corn with Wheaton would have us doing 38.4 farms. Well, that's without the seeds, though. Once you factor in the seeds, we need a little bit more. What is it, like 112? Oh, it's a smaller percentage, too. Oh, 110 looks perfect. It's like, I guessed it. Exactly an extra 10% needs to be made to go back to making seeds. That puts us at 42 farms and 7 soil versus the other one, which was 45 farms and 15 sand. Sand is easier than soil. Soil requires compost. So I think when factoring that in, this is actually a better route because sand is way cheaper in the long run. So I am going to use the Prima-Dedalion. Okay. Yeah, I think corn is actually worse because of the soil. Soil is such a pain in the butt. So we're going to avoid soil if possible. Because, I mean, soil already requires sand on top of requiring lots of compost, or it requires mud and compost, and either way, that's just bad for you. So we are going to get rid of the Wheaton. We are going to, rather than matrix solver, I'll just find the percentage that works. How's 115? A little too much. 114.5, 114.8, 14.9, 14.99. Ooh, wow. I also don't like that it does the rounding. I need to put that as a request. I don't like that it rounds a very specific number. It really bothers me, actually. 9.5, 114.92, 114.93. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I go back and forth until it disappears entirely, but I'll settle for that. That's 0.13 per minute extra. Yeah, Brandon, I did notice one of them is named something that I recognized, and I was like, oh, I bet that's like some sort of, you know, nod to somebody. Anyway, we still need the inputs for this. So what's interesting about the compost now, why did the compost requirements go down? Didn't I have not enough compost? How do I now have too much? That's weird. It wasn't enough before. How is it too much now? This has no bearing on compost. Oh, we get output compost from our fermentation base. So that's what it is. So we get enough that we don't need extra. That's actually really cool, that these numbers work out that way. I mean, the numbers are too big in general, but that is pretty cool. Part of me is now revolting and saying maybe I should just do the freaking chemical route. This is the reason this should be buffed. In my opinion, this is just too weak. You guys are gonna revolt because I'm gonna do one more thing real quick. And I've been sitting in Hellmod for like an hour now, it feels like. And you guys are probably all saying to yourselves in front of your screens, why does he spend half the game in Hellmod? Some of you like it. Some of you probably don't. But I am going to do it here. If I can find this stupid recipe. Where is it? Liquid resin. There it is. So this recipe, just to show you how much easier the chemical route is, we're going to go ahead and plop this all down here. So you can actually see the costs. The true costs. And then methanol, we'll have that. Doesn't that just come from, yeah, cellulose fiber. So here you go. Nitrogen's free. Let's get that set up so you don't see it there anymore. Hydrogen's free. Same thing. That comes from, where is it? This one? Yeah, that guy. This comes from air purifiers for free. And there you go. So you can see right there, all it costs is 24 buildings. And that's even with all the extra buildings. And then the input is a tiny amount of copper and a tiny amount of aluminum and silver. And some cellulose fiber. So compare these two, and you're like not even close. I mean, the power usage is off the charts here. We still haven't even factored in the sand input, which is a bunch more washing stations. 184 buildings versus 24. I'm sorry, guys, that we spent so much time planning this out, because I'm not going to do it. That's just so bad. I'm going to have to just figure out. I'm just going to need some Jivolite chunks. And, oh, wait, that's not where I wanted it. I'm going to need some Jivolite chunks, and I'm going to need for, where's the other? Oh, for silver, we're going to need, I guess, I'd rather have zinc as a byproduct, because I might need some zinc at some point, so I'll do bobmonium chunks. And I didn't really check that with the other one either. For the silver, nope, that's iron. For the silver, we have a couple choices here. Oh, that's the one I just clicked on. Sorry, aluminum. Aluminum, we still have two choices, and we can get lead or zinc. We'll go with zinc on that one as well. Coniferous, did you? Oh my gosh, you did. That's hilarious. You went from the copper gear to the steel gear in like the last few minutes. That's funny. Okay, so then you can see here we just need a few chunks, and that just comes from hydro refining, which is throwing in the crushed bobmonium with some water. Not very difficult. I just need to make sure these are researched, right? Bobmonium chunks. Yep, they're right here. And I can make flotation cells. So yeah, sorry guys that we spent so much time on the bio stuff. This is just obviously the route to go. I'm going to turn this back to 60 because we can actually handle it with these buildings. And it's just very frustrating how weak the bio rubber is. And maybe in the late game it becomes better. I'm not sure. But why give players a recipe that's... Oh, train coming. Why give players a recipe that's essentially useless? So that's useless. I just don't quite understand the point. I can do that, though. Yeah, it's not as if planning was totally useless, and we discovered something. You know, it's information, but not information we're going to use currently. So this is what we're going to do. Let me actually make sure we have all the buildings necessary, and we can at least hopefully get the block ready for it. I don't know if we're going to finish it in this episode, but we are going to need some chem plants. I want to say we don't get chem plant 2 for a while. Is that accurate? We definitely don't have it unlocked. Chemical plant 2. Yeah, it's in orange science. That's a bummer, because a lot of other things, tier 2 is already unlocked. I guess chem plants are kind of already tier 2 so far. But we'll need some chem plants. 15, looks like. 18 liquefiers. Done. Assemblers done. Electrolyzers, we can actually use the red ones of those. Let's fix that. So exactly 2 of them. Nice. We can use the red ones of the ore sorting, but why? Flotation cells, I probably don't have tier 2. Yeah. So 2 flotation cells, 2 ore sorters, 3 air filters. Aha, we do have the red air filters. How many? Of the red. You are red now. Ooh, they're twice as fast, so only 2 of them. Now there are 2 of them. This is getting out of hand. Alright, that's it. That's literally all we need. I'm like internally so frustrated at how terrible biorubber is. Like, I do not understand why it's so bad. We'll just make it in this block, I guess. So I will drive down here. And Banana, why don't I have you be the owner of this block? I'll put your name in this one, where the resin is made. The other question, now, I guess I'm kind of trying to figure out with catalysts, if I want to make those somewhere else, rather than making them on site. Considering these are my first catalysts, I might make them on site, but then later I might need to make a centralized like catalyst system. So how did that happen? That's weird. In fact, this is missing a couple pieces. What happened here? Let me repaste. I don't know what happened here. I'm going to repaste my city block. Yeah, I don't know exactly what all that was about. That'll do it. And so I'll need to import... Trying to think of the best way to do this. I think what I want to do is potentially put the ores. Like, what stage of this should I put on trains? I mean, just the catalysts, right? I should put the catalysts on trains. I shouldn't put the ores on... Do ores go into anything else? Oh, they go into the chloride. Like, copper and iron go into the cupric chloride and the copper pebbles. But does anything else? Like, does tin ore go in anything else in the game? No. Does lead ore? Let me just look at a couple here. Lead ore is a no. Aluminum ore. Actually, I think aluminum ore might go in something else. Also, it's not here. Is it called bauxite? It's probably called bauxite. There it is. Yeah, you got aluminum hydroxide. Okay, so that's 3 ores. We're up to 3. What about silver? Silver goes in nothing else. What else is there? Nickel, zinc. Nickel ore is a no. Zinc is... zinc oxide. No, that's just for zinc ingots. Never mind. Nickel, zinc. There's gold. Gold probably goes in one other thing. No, it doesn't. Just catalysts. Okay, so essentially what I've just decided is I'm going to make the catalysts over by the ore production and then put those on a train. So my catalysts can maybe be in this block. Or no, maybe this one to the left because my ores are all here. Yeah, that's fine. Coniferous are my city blocks available? I haven't made them publicly available yet, but I'm happy to. I can just copy this and upload the file in my Discord. So if you just want to remind me of that later on Discord, I'll be happy to throw that on there. And for those of you on YouTube, you can join the Discord and grab the blueprints if you're interested. Okay, so now I need to paste my little... Oh gosh, we worked so hard on this. This was the old one with the cursed things. This is the new one with the beautiful, beautiful everything. And I can just paste that. Chef's kiss. Mwah. So this will provide some stations. We need to import some stuff. Oh, well, yeah, I'm going to delete everything from the catalyst because we'll be importing the catalysts themselves. We'll deal with this stuff somewhere else. So we need to import 4 things. Ores, coal ore, cellulose fiber, and catalyst. That's it. I might even make the cellulose fiber on site because that is a decent amount. So now I have to ask myself, should I make it out of Tyanaton? I think so. Holy crap. I didn't know you could turn Tyanaton straight into cellulose fiber. That's probably better than all the algae, right? 13 farms with some soil. Maybe. Maybe this is worse, actually. The cellulose fiber from algae. Then there's even cellulose fiber from wood. Got a lot of options here. Let's check out cellulose from wood first here. So cellulose from wood would be 12 wood a second. That could come from some trees. Those trees could come from the cheaper recipe. That's 25 arboretums. Not that. Definitely not that. At that point, I'm quite certain the green algae would be better. And then finally, the green algae one, which is what I've been using. 48 green algae is only 15 algae farms. That just seems easier. The one with all the farms is like that many farms anyway. So yeah, I guess in general, farming is just pretty weak at this stage. Yeah, it's 13 farms. And then we need the soil, which is pretty rough. Because we still would need that compost as well. And then the sand, which is going to require washers. So yeah, we're not going to do that. Not going to do that. We're going to stick with what we know and what actually seems to be more efficient, which is green algae for my cellulose. And I will make it on site, which means we are going to need to import a tiny amount of crushed stone. Oh, 7.68 a second. That's not tiny. Interesting. Yeah, that's actually kind of a significant amount of crushed stone. And that's not what I wanted to do, but let's actually discover, is this a better way? No, we should use the coal. Coal to carbon dioxide all day long. If I can find it. And is there another recipe, or is that pretty much it? I think that's pretty much it. The wood pellets is the only other main way to do it. Mining 1.5 coal is way easier than making 7 or whatever cellulose fiber. So yeah, this isn't too bad. I guess the crushed stone adds up a little bit, but I mean, overall, extremely cheap for 60 resin. So we'll pin that. And I will get some of it set up. We obviously are still a ways away from having the catalysts. So we'll have to get that going up near the ore. I love when it deconstructs something just to construct it again in the same place. It always makes me giggle. Also, we should not deconstruct these, but rather use our termites. Yeah, and for those of you on YouTube, I do apologize if you didn't love that hell mod part. Sometimes I try to not hell mod for too long in a row because I know that can be kind of annoying. I guess you guys have the skip button though, so it's actually Twitch I should maybe apologize to. Because if you're on YouTube and you don't like hell mod, you just skip to the end of the hell mod. So maybe I don't need to apologize. Maybe I don't. Okay, that should be all built. And, oh wait, I disconnected this. That's kind of important. And then we should just be able to merge all this. Yeah, speed 1.5x, exactly. I always watch Factorio players on 1.5. Highly recommended. I think we're not going to need any loading stations, are we? Sorry, we will. We'll need a single liquid one. Oh, the catalyst carriers. Now that's annoying. How am I going to deal with that? I have a couple choices here. Yeah, thoughts and prayers. While I think about those choices, I will work on Banana's concrete name up here. So essentially the choices for catalyst carriers, it's just kind of annoying because, wait, 6? So good, 7, right? Wait, we're doing 3x5 originally. They have a space in between them. And then we're doing bigger, so shouldn't it be 8? I think it should be 8. Because now we're doing 5x7, I thought. Oh, yeah, 5 wide, so 6. Okay, sorry. Anyway, for the catalyst carriers, we can potentially... Can I destroy them? Part of me might just want to destroy them. Unfortunately, you can't. So everywhere that you use a catalyst, you get the carrier back, and unfortunately, there's nothing else you can do with it. So you really do need to make it a cycle. And so I'm trying to figure out here, essentially, do I put those on a train or not? I did this very... What am I doing? Sorry, team. This is 7 tall. 7 tall. It's not as bad as crushed stone, that's true. I mean, the volume will be very small. It's just kind of annoying to put them in on trains, because then I need a provider station everywhere. Is there a way to do that? No, I don't think there's a way to do that differently. That's kind of a weird B, but it works. But yeah, I just don't really want to have a provider station everywhere that catalysts are. That's definitely worse. Banana. How do I do an N here? That looks horrible. How do I make it do what this did? 2, 1. There we go. That's an N. B-A-N-A. Banana. Perfect. So yeah, I think I am just going to have to put the catalysts on trains. The other thought I was having is, what if I did a base-wide logistics network, and that's what I put catalysts on, because the throughput of catalysts is always pretty small. But I'm not going to have a base-wide logistics network for a long time, so we're not going to do that. Oop. Yeah, no, that's right. Banana lol. I'm going to leave off the 12 if that's okay with you, Banana. If you really want the 12, I'll put it on. And we'll make the O nice and round. There we go. Banana lol. All right, so let's go ahead and make the request. And I want to at least put a couple buildings down before I finish the episode, because I'll be really sad if I don't. And I might even do separate requesters, because the throughput... Nah, the throughputs are all close enough. But what if the first 11 banana lols think it's for them? I think we'll be okay on that front. These are within a factor of 10. I probably should have separate requester stations when the rates of inputs are like bigger than a factor of 10, because you're just going to need so many of one thing and so little of another, and you can't set the stack threshold different. But in any case, I will set the stack threshold to what? See, I kind of wish if I changed this, it would tell me how much of this I would use in an hour, rather than keeping all the numbers the same. Is there a way to do that? I've actually never really tried that. There might not be a way to do it. Because I kind of just want to multiply all these numbers. I guess I can just do this. If I want to see 1 hour of use, we see that. So, I mean, we're talking 20 stacks an hour of the lesser used things. I usually like to have about an hour on hand. So, I might put 20 stacks here as the threshold. Maybe 25 or 30 to help out with the crushed stone a little bit. We'll just do 25. And then we'll go ahead and put the signals. So we got green catalyst. Actually, does that even exist yet? It does. Yeah. Catalyst. Crushed stone. coal, and was that it? Hold on. Yeah, that's it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, and then for this, we'll go with 30 stacks, 30 stacks, 90 stacks. What was the coal? A little bit more, so like 60 stacks. Ah, spaghetti. Spaghetti hands. Alright, so I think that works. The only thing we're going to get for now is coal. And I'm going to provide only one thing, so I guess I have an extra station here. Maybe I'll regret that, wasting some space. And we're going to at least place down the first few buildings, because otherwise I'll go crazy. I'll deal with that somewhere else. Let's maybe put the end at the beginning. So we'll throw down our final resin making. That doesn't quite fit. I'd like this to be nice and up against the rails, and we have one more. So these are the guys making resin. Oh no! I don't have the research yet. Sadge. Alright, once that's researched, that will take the urea and formaldehyde. And then we have two making the urea gas. I'm gonna need more of these things later. So I'm really not sure right now, like, which ones of these are gonna go on trains, which ones aren't. We could sit and debate about that all day. But we've already done enough of that, so I'm building them here, and if I need them again later, I will put them on a flipping train. The carbon dioxide, I'm actually going to make directly from here, so I don't have to put the coal on. Oh, and we need carbon dioxide for both of these. I'm making carbon dioxide in two places, so we need 3. Okay, well, I guess I'll put them this way then. I'll just put them up here. So then those will just be direct insert. No need to put the coal on a belt. And electrolyzers, ammonia. Okay, ammonia. Sorry, what am I doing here? This one should be behind these. This is where the ammonia comes in. Is 2 squares enough? Those will hook up. Yeah, that actually is enough. I love these advanced fluid pipes. They are so nice. Guys, if you're not playing with advanced fluid pipes, they are the truth, man. They're so good. Okay, how about this? 2 or 3? I think we need 3. There's 3 different resources here. Yeah, that actually works. I could use undergrounds for all that, but there's so few pipes, I don't know if it's really necessary. Okay, so that one needs air. The electrolyzers make the hydrogen, and then we end up with extra oxygen on both fronts. Is that how this works? So these should be on the same layer as extra oxygen too. And then these will just kind of connect there, maybe? Seems reasonable. I didn't craft those. There we go. We need good old hydro plant here. Maybe because I've wasted a lot of space, hydro plant will be on the inside of this. Which, thanks to, again, glorious advanced fluid handling, this will not be horribly space inefficient because I can connect that one straight ahead. This one can turn the corner, though the pipe visualizer does get in the way of seeing which way it's turning. And then that can connect there. And so that's beautiful. This one will go to a clarifier. Do I have a clarifier? Nope. Clarifier goes over here. Connect those. Beautiful. Check, check, check. Mic check. Check 1, 2, 3. I think that's it. For this part, at least. Is that right? I think so. So that's the urea. Where's the formaldehyde? The formaldehyde is the one that requires methanol, which is just straight up cellulose. Okay, so that's like step 2. So we'll set that up in the next episode. But yeah, because this is already kind of figured out, I can move this even closer to what I need. What's the input? I think 3 squares. I'll do 4 just in case. And that should do it. Yes, so many parts. That is the case. Especially once we get into the petrochem, you'll see lots of combinations of chemical plants as we go closer to all the oil stuff. And it seems my science isn't really running, so that'll have to get done in the next episode. So for those of you on YouTube, as always, let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.